going to show you how to make a really simple teriyaki chicken bowl. It's a sheet pan meal, and it's one of my favorite ways to make it because it's so quick and easy, and you really don't have a whole lot of dishes. The only thing that you need to do besides putting it together here is cook some brown or white rice on the stovetop right before you're ready to eat, and pop this in the oven and you're ready to go. So it's super simple. You can use a store-bought teriyaki sauce, or if you need to be gluten-free, you can use a gluten-free teriyaki sauce, but I find that those are really expensive in the store, and so I like to just make my own. I have made a video in the past on how to make my own gluten-free homemade teriyaki sauce. I already made it here, but here is a quick recipe for you if you want to make it on the stovetop. So I just make this right on the stovetop in a pot. I put a half a cup of soy sauce, and if you are gluten-free, you're gonna want that to be La Choy brand because that is a gluten-free soy sauce. Not all soy sauces are gluten-free, so make sure that you check the labels on that. You're gonna want 2 cups of water in that pot, 1 teaspoon of ginger. You're gonna want a half a teaspoon of garlic powder, and this sounds like a lot, I know, but 10 tablespoons of brown sugar. You can adjust that to your taste. I have gone down a little bit, never gone up more than 10 tablespoons, but I like to stick right around 10 tablespoons because I like my teriyaki sauce to have some sweetness to it. You're gonna want to, so you'll put all that into a pot, and then you're gonna want to put 4 tablespoons of cornstarch in with a half a cup of cold water, mix it up, and then add that to the stock pot as well. Let it thicken on the stove, whisking it up until you get a nice thick teriyaki sauce. Now, if you want to half that recipe, that's totally fine. Halving it will be perfect for this recipe. I always do that much teriyaki sauce because we like to add additional teriyaki sauce onto our white rice along with the chicken and vegetables. So that's why I like to have about 3 cups of teriyaki sauce. Now I'm gonna take half of this mixture here, this teriyaki sauce, and that's about 1.5 cups. And I'm going to pour it right over these already diced up about 1-inch pieces of boneless, skinless chicken breasts. And I have about 2 chicken breasts in here. And and we're a family of 5, so I'm just going, 2 chicken breasts do just fine for that. And I'm going to stir this all up to get the chicken nice and coated. Okay, now I'm just gonna set that aside. And I have in here about 3 carrots cut up into big sized chunks, and about 1 cup to 1.5 cups of broccoli florets. This is just frozen broccoli that I have preserved from our garden last fall or last winter. You can use fresh broccoli, that's just fine as well. These carrots are actually store-bought though. We don't have any more carrots from the garden, but we like to do carrots and broccoli in our teriyaki chicken bowls, but you can definitely use any vegetables that you want. We've done it with green beans, we've done it with corn, although that wasn't a big favor, but I like to do carrots and broccoli. I'm gonna drizzle a little bit of olive oil on it. No measurement here, just to taste, a little bit of olive oil. And then I just have a little bit of garlic salt here that I make myself. And I'm gonna sprinkle some on here. And this is just to your own taste. There is definitely no measurements here, and you can do however you want. And then I have some black pepper that I'm gonna sprinkle on as well and give this a stir. Now you'll notice that I don't put my vegetables and my chicken together. And that is because if you were to run these vegetables in with the teriyaki sauce, it's a lot of teriyaki. And I find that the taste is better when you leave the teriyaki to the chicken, lightly season this with garlic, salt, and pepper, and then together they'll cook. It is gonna get a little bit of teriyaki sauce on the vegetables, and that's delicious, but it's not overpowering the entire meal. Okay, so now on this pan here, I have just covered it in foil, this cookie sheet, and sprayed it lightly with some olive oil mister. And I'm going to dump my chicken on it first. This is how easy this is. And like I said, if you were to buy store-bought teriyaki sauce, you didn't even have the step of making it, although the step of making it is not very long, so I wouldn't buy store-bought just for the ease of it. It really does not take very long. And I'm gonna spread it out on my cookie sheet here. And then I'm gonna add in my vegetables over top. And you just want your vegetables and your chicken to kind of be in one layer. You don't want it to be overlapping each other. It's gonna cook faster that way and better. Okay. And that is it. I'm gonna stick a pot of rice on the stove. I'm gonna bake this at 400 for about 25 minutes or until the chicken is completely done and you'll see the edges crisping just slightly. And then we're gonna eat. We're gonna pour this right over top of our rice with a little bit of extra soy sauce to go with it. And that'll be our delicious meal. So I hope this was helpful, and I hope you guys have good, healthy meals on your table every night. They don't need to be very complicated. Take care.
Like a bird on a tree, I'm just sitting here. I got time, it's clear to see. From up here, the world seems small.